Tá, bora continuar aqui. Agora a gente precisa fazer... pegar as duas assinaturas. Que fica naquela parte de baixo. Que deve ficar pra cá, né? Saiu, será que é porque tá de noite? Deve ser.
A lorry stuck, the windows, fumes of heaven.
É 11h26. Não tem mais ninguém aqui em lugar nenhum.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran Butter. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock. Keep it, whatever it is, goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to rate. It's an acquired taste. Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal.
Pô, que
No
loucura,
use
hein?
rubbernecking now.
Ai, 80%, mano. Agora me digam se eu não sou o cara mais azarado que vocês já viram na vida.
A rusting control. This panel usually you pull the lever all the way up. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happened. A spring brings the leaf. Wasn't there a...
Essa ponte... Deixa eu ver aqui antes.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you. Sure thing. Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday. Looking like they'd just taken... They went their way. It was...
Wait, then it might be true.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as ever are seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Sure, man. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Dormir, né?
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but...
You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually. The door is closed. This door still, the lieutenant gives you.
Tchau, querido.
The bed is still The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. You're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the depth of this suffering. It must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck. You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really look.
Oh, baby boy, you're already...
Maybe if maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired. Holding the picture puzzle in your hands. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness.
Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it?
Put on your prettiest face for the masses. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutter slip.
O que tu vai fazer? Vai tomar no cu.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite... You handle the chain cutters deftly. Told you that you need... The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The door is closed. This door still.
Que isso, chegou gente nova aqui.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? By the... Okay, fine. Let's talk.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes, A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two.
Elysium man.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your... He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction. Or...
I'm not getting involved in this.
There's something that... Exactamun.
Well, that depends.
Stop it, Jean. No.
About what? You don't look not the prophet shit again. No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn... Actually, I don't want...
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in...
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? Okay, why not? You're not shit.
We're getting to it.
I would love to, but I'm busy. I don't know. Oh my god, there's... Watch out for yourself.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when...
Oh really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You're an infused...
We don't have time for cryptozoology.
The man ponders his cooking. The mention of mañana gets... The man says a couple of cents. I'm pretty sure he asked you. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Horse need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good...
Of course, vodka. Now, turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg. He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka in. He smiles and nods enthusiastically and chattering away.
Boa.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Deixa eu ver se abriu alguma coisa.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Starting from the right, sitting across. He spent his youth and then the emblem in the far corner on his neck. Let's call the size in the middle. In conclusion, exactly.
The fuck is with you, fella? Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me...
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
I would, though.
Typical Lino Claude. Always. Everard sent word you two would be around again. That's the only reason.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some...
Again. About fucking time.
Esse bagulho não vai abaixar, não.
rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. The water lock starts moving.
Boa.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now.
Com duas habilidades. Conceitualização. Percepção. Vou destravar um. Vou meter o suicídio. Caso novo. Diminuindo de retórica e eu aumento de retórica. Vou explorar esse lado. Fita.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. It sounds like someone's moving and telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape. Of course you could sing this. Yup. And the beast gods. The lieutenant.
Só usar aquilo no karaokê.
banged-up motor carriage lies half. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they...
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark. The motor carriage is properly stuck. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water. The logo is too deep in the murky water.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on... Your mocking tone finds no response.
I did now. But I'd say, let's wait for the low tide.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have...
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
As you sit down in the old, the hinges creak under your weight. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Spit flies.
Meu Deus do céu. Cara, são dos bichos mais azarados que existe. Que isso, pô. Não é normal isso. Definitivamente não é normal.
The motor carriage. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles. The motor carriage is a single day in the motor carriage is a single day in the motor carriage a single day in the salt.
Let's wait.
Great idea.
I don't know.
Porra, 90.
As you sit down, the hinge nothing.
Yes, it does. Let me think about it.
The tune on your lips. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, two birds on a wire. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a time. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
My dad and mom are both half Celite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore...
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it...
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41.
It's as if he knows what it stands for. But once you, does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
A precinct, yes. A police precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach. And the most... No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you studied in front of the whirling. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't via... Of whom? I don't think so. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that. That is very unlikely. Or you'd be lucky to find one undamaged component. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Good.
People are more valuable than machines.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
You can still whistle. Yes. Let's go take a look.
Bora. Cheio de garrafa. Meu distintivo.
A police badge on which
At least something good came out of all this.
encased between two durable plastic sheets. You see a photo. The man keeps winking at you, but the badge is new. You 8, maybe 10. What do you think? The badge in your hand.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled time.
A name like armor.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The badge in your hands shines.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice. Thus, there are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken, and sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, decontage is the hierarchical system employed by...
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank. You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the... No, I've been putting up with you because despite it matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even...
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past. Good.
Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number.
The numbers are not there for...
4 months ago. A new badge usually comes...
You're pretty sure you were...
Yes, it's a tough step. But then again...
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, he knew all those people, although the badge in your hand...
Beleza.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and empty... Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage...
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving.
Explorado aqui. Pior que não tem nada. Opa. Mais 2 de drama.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position. Huh?
Sarcastic self-pity. I understand the situation looks...
You have a home somewhere.
Lá por trás. Viagem rápida. Ah, eu posso viajar assim. Entendi.
The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on benches after we've
You can revisit the bench if you ever need.
Entendi. Aqui não tem nada. Aqui tem 2 pessoas. 3. Não tem nada dentro. E aí, galerinha.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy?
Does he actually know you? Or is he just...
So what do you want? I've got smoke. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine. Sure, friend. You know it.
Don't mind old Rosemary here. He's a buffoon. Let's have a word after your high con...
Hi. By amphetamine, I mean speed. Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both. Aye. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? Oh. The system's been... You see, friend, man makes his... Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit...
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Of course. It is what it...
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
See, friend, it's real value. You know what's crazy, actually?
He's finding it difficult to...
What?
Keep him talking.
This guy. Oh, this is medicinal spirits. I've got one of those scientific ampoules that didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. It really isn't. In those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But the idiots fight 3 cans, 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours.
Don't say it.
So what do you want then? Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else. Sure, friend. A bottle of high quality. Just make sure to enjoy.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Ah, pode crer.
In the civilized...
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole... So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila...
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
I know what you mean. Sitting around with these... Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys...
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be...
We are saving... Please! Please, time! Okay, we're drinking. So now, it's a pirate's... It's you. We've met before.
No, you sure don't.
Maybe. You look like you want... Let me take a sip to... Hey, let's not jump ahead of us. You got here on Friday to solve a case. hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Hey man, I'm not judging. Either way, it was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, got our drink on. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a sounded like someone jumped the canal. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You rev the engine. The time hath... So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, The time hath come for tequila sunset. The end of all. Your reality We ran towards the island. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying.
In this way, you and your motorcar...
Recognizing a brother in need, we asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we... Yeah. Ours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, how they're beautiful and also...
Wow. That's quite a story.
Yeah. I bet tequila's a fucking legend.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying...
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say beside your gun and your badge, you said, in retrospect, I guess you told us that they were a bunch of no specifics, though. Yeah, you said it was no big...
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once...
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners... I didn't agree with you, by the way. You said being a cop was real boring and that there was no reason to talk about it. You also kept pausing. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. It depends, really.
You might get scammed here.
No, booze. Did you... So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom? Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy.
Don't call... Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I call a cultural... I developed the paradigm. Worked within 22 full-time employees. It did. With my trust... But now, one day I left on my evening run.
His eyes are clouded. His eyes are...
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. Wet, okay? It was rain. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did.
No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a... So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd lost. I wish I were tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment, just then, I experienced a moment. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers. Anyway... Long story short, so, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? The hobo lifestyle definitely... But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Good fucking... I used to own my... Now...
A lost jacket. Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
My agents... I convinced... I was
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's...
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe... What? You've never seen 100... Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this randomized trials have also... And then there's the smell.
Wow, you're lucky.
That's because your paws are fucking my...
Hey!
Shut the fuck up,
I thought he was a...
Damn cool. And this is abs. So yeah, tequila, it's a... Say, you're a detective, right? Yeah, exact. If I knew where I lost somewhere north of here, that's for... I'm all ears, tequila. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift. Interesting. The tale I'm about... There are many very...
Are you telling a story?
Shut the fuck... Our heroine finds... What she doesn't know is that... Well...
The pause.
With no head on his shoulders.
I thought that he...
Well, there are many versions of this story. Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Head had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a whole... Gertrude Head may have...
Tell him about the...
Fuck, Rosemary, they would... What?
I read the...
Right. The wind picks up. The women are... When she's... But they're... Ula... Her... Word on the street is that she... Gave...
That part.
See? Anyway, that's the story of the headless fowl. Well, some say, others personally, coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to... That would explain... Anyway, to each his own.
Hard to argue.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then... Yeah? Damn right it doesn't. So, no one...
He won't, though.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit back.
I actually... Do you have anything to fortify old Doom? No, no, no. Contrary to popular belief, I enjoy being alive. If you find any, I'd be extremely grateful. You too, Tick.
Porra, muita coisa.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse... In short, art. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have, of course not. It's only the most experimental kind. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores. Exactly. It's not only your go ahead and provide.
Porra, menos um de percepção ali, não. Então agora esse cara aqui.
The noxious odor emanating.
Don't you call her?
Right.
You're not going.
Don't call her.
The man, he snorts and beckons you to lean in. He waves his hand as if shooing you.
There's no...
The drunk man starts coughing.
Don't you? Don't.
There was little...
As crianças. Tá bom, depois eu continuo.